A lot of people get stressed, whether it be in school or uni, that they don't know what they want to do when they leave. It's important to touch on the fact that there's no shame in that, and so many people are in that same boat. What is meant for you will find you.
I talked to Mum about this the other day because I was going through all the options that I have and all the things that I'm passionate about. And I was like, I just feel like I should have a calling. And Mum has always been a photographer. She would turn 12 and she knew she wanted to do photography. And I wish I was like that. I've wanted to be a vet. I've always wanted to be a professional athlete of some sort. Now it's kind of developing like a love for directing and filmmaking, but also marketing and being creative in that way. So it's so hard to keep up with.
How can we combine them all? Welcome back to the We Are Sage podcast, a space for real conversations, practical advice, and that sense of empowerment you've been searching for. Now today we are back for yet another episode of our sister series, a very popular one where we talk all things girlhood, trends, self-love, and some life lessons. It's very real, it's relatable, and a little bit chaotic, just how sisters do it. So, back in the seat again, Abs, welcome back to the pod.
Thank you. Did you miss me, guys? 'Cause I missed you. No.
So much. Now, I thought we could get started. I can't believe we're in November for starters.
I know. This year, like, I felt like January, February, March was like so slow. And then from, I reckon, June onwards, it is literally like gone in a blink of an eye.
It's flown.
I cannot believe it. November too, like a month away from Christmas, nearly 2026. Like, I feel like I was just prepping for 2025, making my New Year's resolutions. Now it's like, oh, it's here. So
I don't know if you've seen, but Mariah Carey's been on like TikTok and stuff.
Queen.
And everyone's been waiting up until the 1st of November where she makes her comeback.
I love her.
Every
She
year for Christmas
defrosts.
season.
No, I literally talked to Mum the other day about setting up our Christmas tree soon because I just feel like we need to feel the holiday spirit for that bit longer. You know, we usually set it up like December. Let's make it all of November, all of December.
Push it to September.
Exactly. We don't like Halloween doesn't really matter. Come on, let's really push it through.
Yeah, and I mean, Mum's very particular this year because Cam and Sid, our brother and his fiance, are going to Canada for Christmas. Tom and I, we're going to be in New York for Christmas this year, so it's a little bit, she's going to have an empty nest for the first time.
I'm going to be an only child.
You are.
Which, we'll talk about that later.
Santa might be extra nice though.
Oh, I hope.
A little bit more generous than usual.
Shall I get a little something out?
Some chocolates for staying around. But Abs, November also means you're coming to the end of your uni degree. So I kind of wanted to touch on that. How are you feeling?
It's weird. It's really weird. Like, I am relieved. I still have like a couple of assignments to go, so I'm nearly there. I'm like tasting the freedom, but not quite there yet. But I'm so just excited and scared. Excited to just be out in the world, do really whatever. Like, I could fly to Paris tomorrow and go sleep under the Eiffel Tower if I really wanted. Like, free will. Crazy. So I'm like excited for that part of my life because I do think there's just so many opportunities ahead of me and I can really do whatever I want. The scary part is that I have no idea what I want to do.
Yeah.
So it's like as much as it's a relief, it's also like, oh, whoa, this is like serious now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a uni student. I have to be an adult. Like, I'm not ready for that.
No.
I still feel like 17. I feel like I just graduated school yesterday, so it's definitely weird but exciting.
Yeah.
So I'll take that.
It's a bittersweet thing, like, and I know that you made a lot of friends. Actually, for those who don't know what you're studying, where are you at? What are you doing at uni?
True. So I did a Bachelor of Comms and Media down at UOW, and I majored in marketing and film. So I've got a little bit of everything, and I really loved my degree. I think that was a huge difference, was that it was so enjoyable and it was really hands-on. So I felt like I got a lot out of it, which was really awesome. But yeah, I'm really passionate about both of those things, but I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with what I've learned and what I want to do from what I enjoy, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I also have a lot of really awesome uni friends that I just love their company. So that was a really awesome part. I think the sad part about that too is a lot of them are from kind of all over Australia. Really, there's some from like Victoria and Canberra and here, there, everywhere. So now that we're graduating, a lot of people are going home, and it's like, whoa, guys.
And didn't you went to Vietnam with a few of them?
Yeah. So I did a uni trip, which if you're in uni and you're struggling to kind of make friends, because I've had this conversation with a few people now where uni culture is really different to school and it's kind of hard to adjust to it. A lot of people kind of just show up, do their own thing, headphones in, don't really socialize. And that's normal, that's fine. And I honestly did that for the first 2 years of my course. But my biggest tip would be, if you can, try to put yourself out there a little bit. Go to the silly uni events like orientation week and stuff and meet people. And if you have the opportunity, go on trips, go on uni trips, because that's where I found a lot of my friends from uni, and a lot of them I'm going to be friends with for a lifetime, which is really cool. But yeah, the Vietnam trip was awesome. We did a little 2-week, it was last November, I think, 2 week stint just making short films over there in Hanoi with
so cool.
a whole bunch of theatre students from Vietnam as well, which was actually unreal. Like, just experiencing that was so much fun. And just, it felt like professional over there doing our little films and shoot days, and it was really enjoyable. But yeah, and I just made a whole bunch of really amazing friendships that we came back, and the whole of this year I could go to uni and talk to people, which was really nice. So yeah, I definitely suggest, if you're struggling to put yourself out there a little bit, try your best to go to those events, book the trips,
Make the most of it.
Yeah, make the most of your experience, because it really does fly. Like, these past 3 years, I cannot believe that I'm actually finished. It's a bit of a like, whoa, that went really fast. So yeah, I think just try your best to make the most of it while you're in it. Enjoy it. It gets stressful. I'm currently extremely stressed. So I feel you. I see you.
It's just a short time in your life.
Exactly.
It'll pass like everything else.
Everything will pass. Absolutely.
And you touched on the fact that, you don't even know what you want to do now that you're finishing uni. I think that's an important point for us to talk about, because it's so normal. Like, a lot of people get stressed, whether it be in school or uni, they get stressed out that they don't know what they want to do when they leave. And I think it's important to touch on the fact that there's no shame in that. And so many people are in that same boat, and what is meant for you will find you in due time.
And I talked to Mum about this the other day, because I was going through all the options that I have and all the things that I'm passionate about. And I was like, I just feel like something should be calling for me. Like, I should have a calling or something that I know is going to fill my cup, but I just don't yet. And Mum has always been a photographer. She would turn 12 and she knew she wanted to do photography. And I wish I was like that. I wish I just knew from the get-go, but I don't. And she was like, that's fine. I've kind of progressed, and you too have gone through some crazy career changes in like wanting to be certain things. Like, I've wanted to be a vet. I adore animals. I want to be a vet for so long. And then I've always wanted to be a professional athlete of some sort, because I just love sport too. And then now it's kind of developing like a love for directing and filmmaking, but also marketing and being creative in that way. So, and I just want to travel too. I just want to go hike in Switzerland. Like, it's so hard to keep up with
How can we
this.
combine them all?
Exactly. I mean, you wanted to be a cop for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, primary school, I remember, like, careers day, remember you would dress up as what you want to be when you're older.
So cute.
I remember dressing up as a hairdresser. I really badly wanted to be a hairdresser. And then it wasn't until I kind of hit high school, I was hell-bent I was going to be a cop.
Okay, I didn't know you want to be a hairdresser. For people watching, that makes so much sense now.
Duh.
Because I was always, and Mum always laughs at this because it's so true. We were at school together in primary school, and we'd come home or like be meeting Mum at the car, and Chelsea would be like, oh, like her hair would be neatly slicked
Immaculate.
back, pins in, like scrunchy tied bows, everything just so good. And my hair would look like feral, like very just everywhere.
Hair across her
no
face.
hair tie, hair across my face, sweaty. Like, I was just that
Like Hagrid,
very good.
really.
And Chelsea, that's crazy. But Chelsea would be like, oh my God, Mum, she's not listening to me. Like, just let me fix your hair. Let me fix your hair. And I'd be like, back off, damn. But that makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, girl, you know me. I'm a clean space, clear hair, clear everything person. You, on the other hand, gives me anxiety.
But yeah, you wanted to be a cop too. That's crazy.
I wanted to be a cop come high school. I was, hell-bent. I wanted to wear that uniform, and I thought it was perfect for me, like the structure, all that kind of stuff. And I don't know. I just kind of grew out of it. Mum and dad were very much like, this is what you're going to be dealing with every day. Like, do you think you're up for that? And I gave it a lot of thought. I ended up switching up, went through the same thing, wanted to be a professional athlete. And then went to uni, wanted to be a sports journo, sports presenter. And it's one of those things, like, you go through different phases of life with different interests, and sometimes you outgrow things, sometimes you don't. And I think that's okay.
And I think it's cool too to know that you can do anything. I think we're very used to kind of that. And I think probably our parents' generation had one career in their life, and they kind of had one thing that filled their cup. Now that possibilities are endless for us.
There's so many options.
We can have 5 careers in a lifetime. We can jump from different professions, and there's so much available to us. And I think it's amazing, but it also makes it harder because we have so many options. And just, learning to kind of branch out and do different things is important, even for older listeners. Like, you're never too old to change what you want to do with your life. Find your passions and chase them, and sometimes those passions might change, and that's okay too.
100%. And I think it's important as well to even seek out that experience. Like, if there's options out there that you're thinking about, go talk to someone in that profession, or go get an internship or get some experience in that field and see if you like it. Get a taste for it. You might love it, you might hate it. Exactly. But that's the beauty of life.
And I think that's something that I wish I kind of had access to more in high school, because I didn't really do like work experience or anything. So I definitely think now it's important for me to just experience a bit of everything. And for other people, definitely try to put yourself out there and experience all the things that you're passionate about, because you might find something that you never would have thought that you would have liked.
100%.
So I think that's really important.
Now, on the topic of finding things that, we might be passionate about, learning new skills, I think it's a good segue to talk about our Italian cooking class that we hosted a couple of weeks ago. So newly introduced, our social classes are kind of targeted at women of all ages. This one in particular was 18 plus, but centered around community, connection, allowing older women to meet new people, learn new skills, all that kind of stuff. And our first one was in collaboration with Grams of Health. Nikki and Grace, dietitians, and they hosted our Italian cooking class. How good was it?
It was so much fun. I mean, a lot of people have asked me about it because they've just been like, it looked amazing, and it was a great time. I mean, we were often behind the camera, but I was having fun just being around everyone. The laughs that everyone had making food. Like, we had some people that really were new to cooking. Me too, feel you. But it was funny to just, be together, girls, have some, I think I played some like old school Italian tunes in the back, really get the vibes
We
up.
had the fairy lights up. It was very like, Tuscan vineyards vibe.
Village kind of vibe. It was really fun. I mean, I loved, I think getting older, it's harder to, make new friends and put yourself out there. So I think there's definitely a space for things like this where you can bring your friends, meet new people, and just have a fun little activity, a fun little girls' night out.
The girls loved it. They left and they were just like, that was so much fun. Like, that at our age, we don't do that often, where we go out and we learn a new skill, and it's just a different kind of night, like your typical girls' night out, but with a twist.
Absolutely.
And they all loved it. So I'm really, really looking forward to, continuing on that. And
it was just such a great night.
It was so good.
Fill our cup.
Well, listeners, we can announce now,
I think so,
very happily, that this is going to be a monthly ongoing thing. So every month we're going to be introducing a new social class or a new social event, outing, as an opportunity for girls and women to kind of meet and connect. Do you want to announce our November class?
I would love to announce it. This month we will be doing a sunrise Pilates yoga class by the beach. Have maybe some marches afterwards.
That was going to be a surprise, but alrighty.
We don't know.
It's fine.
But yes, this November we will be doing a little by the beach sunrise class in your cute active wear. Bring a mat. It will be such a vibe. I thought it's just the perfect way to start the summer energy coming in. And meeting new people. fun little class.
It's going to be a vibe. We'll have some cool music on,
Yep.
an instructor there. The girls, yeah, like we said, wear your cutest, workout activewear set. And yeah, it's going to be a vibe. I can't wait.
Love it.
Watch
I'm
the
so
sunrise.
Excited. Yep. It'll be beautiful.
So exciting. So next up, Abs, we've kind of brought this into our sister series, but our big sister advice segment where we have listeners and just people in our community send in questions or things they might just want to ask us as some big sister advice. So
yeah,
did you want to read them out?
Sure thing. Okay, first question is, I love this question. If you could have a conversation with your younger self, what would you tell her?
Ooh.
Want to start?
Yeah, that's a really hard one. I think what I would tell my younger self is to just put less pressure on yourself. I've always put a lot of pressure on myself in all different areas of my life. And if I was to kind of, look my younger self in the eye, I would just tell her to take a back step and just enjoy the journey more, be a little bit more present and, just not put as much pressure on herself to whether it be succeed or just say the right thing, do the right thing, like just enjoy life a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I was actually going to say something very similar. I'd say, be patient with your time. I think when you're younger, you kind of expect to be at certain places in your life at certain ages, or you think that your life is supposed to look a certain way. And I think everything comes with time. Be patient as you go through the journey of like becoming yourself. There's a lot of times that you'll feel a little bit distant from who you are, or you might do something that you don't really think aligns with you, and that's normal. You're growing up, you're learning to live. Okay, it's such a difficult, like you're going through so many changes. It's such a difficult time. I definitely say just be patient with yourself. Learn to love yourself. I think that's such an important thing, especially for young girls. We live in a world that is so noisy, full of comparison and social media and so many things that distract us from who we are. And I think it's just really important to, just focus on yourself, learn to be alone with yourself, learn what you enjoy, what your hobbies are, what your passions are, and be patient even when you're going through times of changes and stress and being overwhelmed.
Be kind to yourself.
Yeah, be kind.
Actually, you know what? One thing I would say to my younger self would be, no one's looking at your pimples the way that you're looking at your pimples.
Amen.
When I was growing up, I just remember thinking it was the end of the world if I would have a breakout.
Yeah.
And I just, I would have friends, I wouldn't even look at their skin. You look at your friends for reasons so beyond that, how kind they are and how they treat you and other people. And, your skin is the least of your worries. That's one thing I would tell my younger self.
It is. It's tough to deal with. And I think seeing you go through it, it was like bad skin is such a confidence hitter. So we get it, but just know that, it's always worse to you than it is to other people.
Yeah.
Other people don't really notice, but
100%.
Absolutely. All right. And our second question, another good one. What do you do when you're feeling extra stressed and overwhelmed?
Ooh.
Feels right
For
now.
me, my life hack when I'm stressed or overwhelmed is just to move my body, whether that be going for a run or a walk, or going to the gym. The best way that I feel like I get an endorphin lift and I kind of release all those stress hormones is moving my body.
Yeah.
And it takes my mind off it for one, but it also just releases all that built up tension.
Yeah.
So that would be my biggest tip, would just be in whatever way is suitable to you, move your body.
I love that. And I second that.
Yeah.
It's always good. Just get outside, do something, go for a walk. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just do something. My one's kind of on the same kind of train, but I always find that when I get stressed or overwhelmed, I tend to just take an easy dopamine fix. So I'll just go on my phone or something. My biggest tip would to be stay off your phone. I'd rather sit kind of in the moments of silence, journal, meditate, go for a walk around the block, do something that distracts you from the craziness and the busyness of the world and really kind of resets your system.
Yeah.
Because you get into toxic cycles if you just feel stressed, go on your phone, and then you kind of scroll for too long and then you're more stressed, and then it happens over and over and over again. So put the phone, give it to your mum, or put it in a box, put it away, and have an hour or a couple of hours where you can either just do the task that you're stressed about, or you can take a breather, go outside, get some fresh air, feel the sun. That's my best tip.
Love that. Love that. Well, it's now time for our Rise and Bloom segment.
Yeah.
Where we obviously set a little challenge for our We Are Sage community, a daily habit or a wellness practice that, we think will enhance their life. So that said, I think we can take a bit of a spin off of what, we just spoke about.
Absolutely.
Do you want to hit our Rise and Bloom?
For sure. I think kind of on that note of feeling stressed, feeling overwhelmed, it's so normal, especially this time of year. A lot's coming up. So I think it's just important for us all to kind of ground ourselves over the next little couple weeks and keep ahead of those really big emotions like stress. So our challenge is to make one part of your day a kind of no phone space. So whether you're eating breakfast or you're going for a walk with your dog or you're catching up with a friend, put your phone away, out of sight, out of mind, and really just be present in that moment. Because I think it's just important for us to feel feel there and alive in that moment.
Yeah.
That's our tip.
Love it. And lastly, on our radar segment, which I think is a bit of a fan favorite.
It's mine.
We give our song, movie, and book recommendations of the moment.
Amazing.
So, Abs, first up, your song recommendation.
My song, okay, so I've currently been in my Oasis era. I know that they're in concert and I unfortunately cannot go to their concert, which I'm heartbroken about as it is. But my song of the day is Half the World Away by Oasis. If you haven't listened to them in a while, so good. So good. Go have a listen. And
Love
your song?
it. Mine, anyone close to me or my close girlfriends, I have told them all about this song. I stumbled across it on a This Is Olivia Dean playlist on Spotify.
Love.
It came up as a recommendation and I am obsessed. I've had it on repeat. It's called Halfway Through by Chelsea Jordan, and it's just an absolute vibe. So anyone driving in your car, pop it on right now. I promise you, it will not disappoint.
New artist, a bit underground, you're ahead of the trend. When she gets big, you can say, I listened to her like way back when.
Literally.
So.
And I'll tell you now, she's also bringing out a new album. So when this episode drops, it'll probably be in like a couple of days.
Unreal.
So.
Exciting.
Next up, movie recommendation.
Okay, so I don't have a movie for this week. I have been watching Harry Potter, but like boring. So I have been watching my new favorite show. And like Josh just said, I've been talking to literally everybody about the show. Like I am in love with it. It's called The Runarounds and it's on Prime.
Yeah.
It is just the perfect mix of like Outer Banks, but it's about a band and they're just best friends and they're just dealing with like growing up. And I think it came at a really perfect point in my time because a lot is changing, just like there are. But the soundtrack is unreal. They are so talented. So also, fun little fact, this show is like about a band, but the real and the cool part about it is that the band is real. So that all of them are actually musicians and actually singers and really talented on the drums. So they've formed the show around people that are really good musicians and then taught them how to act.
Oh my gosh.
So they like learned how to act in the process of making the show, but they're really good actors as well. And it was just such a good show. So go
good.
And watch it, please. I've told everyone about it. It is my favorite at the moment. But what's your favorite movie?
It. My movie, it's not a new one, but it's a favorite of mine, Crazy Stupid Love.
Classic.
So good. We found out the other day Tom hadn't seen it and I said, sit down, we're watching this. Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling. It is so funny and he's loving it. So that's a bonus.
That's unreal. And you're halfway through it?
Halfway through because he can't sit through a whole movie. So I think we might be finishing it tonight.
Okay.
So it's TBC, but I love it. The plot twist, so good.
So good. Go watch it if you haven't. And our book of the moment, what's on your radar?
Now, I actually touched on this last episode, but I've finally gotten around to finishing it. The Housemaid by Frida McFadden.
Yes.
So good. Again, psychological thriller. I'm all about those. It just had me hooked. The last few chapters, I just could not put my book down. I think Mum walked in. She's like, "You reading again?" And I was like, "Girl, let me be."
Hold up.
So, yes, if you haven't read it and you're into that kind of stuff, The
Is there a
Housemate.
movie coming out?
There
for
is.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Sydney
thought so.
Sweeney. Who else?
Was it Amanda Seyfried?
Yeah, Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Love
going to be
her.
so good.
Okay, very cool. Mine's also a thriller kind of vibe. It's called The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. I, once again, was hooked to this. I literally sat Jack down when I finished it and went, "You'll never believe." And went full run through the book and he was like, like full gasping. It was so funny. But yeah, it is a great book. Pretty much just follows this disappearance of this guy and he's caught up in all of these crimes and the new wife with the stepdaughter is dealing with it all. It is such a roller coaster.
So good.
But it's really good. I'll give it to
borrow.
you. I definitely will.
Amazing. Well, that's all we have time for today. Abs, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are listening, if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with somebody that you love. Make sure to follow us at weare.sage on all socials and let us know your favorite part of today's episode. Did you want to do our wrap-up, Abs?
I'll try my best. Lastly, to every girl who's ever felt too much, not enough, or totally lost, this space is for you. Good luck with your challenge, everyone, and we will see you very soon. We'll be back.
Nailed it.
Amazing.
Thanks, guys.